Wonderful Shrotas, welcome you all. Congratulations for being regular by realizing the importance of these Shastras and the Jnana given in them and the Krupa of God Guru Shastra. May this continue. That's what the wishes and suggestions. May the divine bless us. Loka Sevaka Dharma Sthapaka Parishrami Swari Viragi Bhakta Shishya Guru Bhakta Shishya Mumukshu Jignasu Shrota Sadhaka Prayatnashila Prerita Prashanta Gambhira Samskrita Bhasha Gnata. Like that, these 13 and many other Adhyatmika Vyaktitvas which we have to develop, let us note them, let us work towards them. For that only we are given all the Purushartha Samarthyas, the abilities to work. May we be correctly, continuously guided by all our gurus. Now remember, in developing these Vyaktitvas, we always have the help and support of the Shastras, the Guru Ganas, the Devata Gana, the Jagannatha, Bhagwan, Ishtadevata, and Parabrahma Tattva. Let us remind ourselves of this every day, refresh ourselves, restart, and really enjoy living a noble spiritual life. Friends, Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayana, how clear, how profound, how useful, deep is the knowledge that's given. We are seeing from last few months. Second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, we are studying 16th Sarga, talking about Sadhu SANGAMA NIRUPANAM and SADHACHARA NIRUPANAM. In this first 17-18 mantras, Vaashishthaji guided us in the glory of Sadhu Sangati. Then, from then onwards, for last 8-9 slokas, he is guiding us about all the 4 values. Shamaha, quietening of the mind. Vicharaha, enlivening our intellect and using it for contemplation. Santosha, maintaining the contentment inside. Sadhu Sangamaha, company of the Sadhu Mahatmas. Now, few more slokas are there today to see of this Sarga before we enter into the next one. So, what are today's guidances from the mantra onwards? Number 29 we will see. In fact, 29 also is a. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These mantras when we do, this sarga will be over. Let us start with our prarthanas and sankalpa for the whole universe like every day. Mind you, after this class we have Adi Shankara's Tattvopadesha to study, then Sankshipta Skanda Purana Parayanam, then Mandukya Upanishad, Alata Shanti Prakarana with Bhashya we will be doing today. That's a part of our Chaturmasa Diksha which will end on November 12th, just from today, 22 days. But then more time required for this conclusion of all Prasthana Parayan, so that will continue. Let us start with full devotion as ever, with full attentiveness, with full Shraddha to grasp the guidance by Vasishtha Bhagavan. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्छास्त्राः तान्नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। ॐ तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने। यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्। एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओं परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो भक्तियोगधर्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्यादि द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य शाश्वतरूपेण सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा देशधर्म सनातन धर्म माता पितृ भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। अज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ द्वितीय मुमुक्षुव्यवहार प्रकरणं साधु संगम सदाचार निरूपणं नाम षोडश सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Friends, glorious shlokas. You know, yesterday in that 27, 28, 29. How vehement, how strong Sri Vaashishthaji was in his recommending us to practice at least one of the four sadhanas. In fact, before that, the four mantras also, he was telling us as to how when one of the four is practiced, other three follow. So how much we are convinced about it, how much we are remembering it, are we taking initiative to do these sadhanas, or like whatever we have heard earlier, we neglected carelessly, we have forgotten that, we never gave value to it. To this knowledge also, are we doing the same? In this way, listen but never practice, we won't get benefit, nobody can help us. So he said yesterday, Tasmad Ekatamam Nityam Etesham He Raghunandana Paurushena Manojitva Yatnena Abhyaharet Gunam. So Etesham Ekatamam Gunam Abhyaharet. Among these four, one guna has to be fully brought into one's own life. How? Nityam, then Paurushena, then Manojitva, then Yatnena. As we saw yesterday, other day, in life, outer world of Arthakama Prapti also is full of Yatna. It's required. The more we want the Arthakama, for that also the Yatna has to be increased. And if those Arthakama are of the higher worlds of Sargadi, then the Yatna of doing Punya Karma, Yajnadi are of highest order. In the same way, the moksha giving Shama Vichara, Sadhu Sangama and Santosha, even to gain these qualities, sustain them, maintain them, make them as our first nature, lot of Paurusha, lot of Prayatna, lot of Manojaya is required. And Nityam, all of them have to be single pointedly done, and not allowing during that course anything which is dissimilar, opposite, contradictory to these sadhanas. Right? Now, in the next mantra, Bhagavan said, Param Pahurushamashritya Jitva Chittamatangajam Yavad Eko Guno Nantaha Tavannaste Uttamagatihi. है ना? Param Pahurushamashritya, having taken shelter at the highest Purushartha, of the highest Purushartha. Purusha means Purushartha. Now you remember why Bhagavan in the beginning stressed the importance of self-avatar Purushartha in the second half of the first Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam. And a question is Paurusha Prayatna. For what? When we ask, the Paurusha Prayatna is for gaining such divine qualities. So, Param Paurushamasritya, okay, taking the support of or holding on to the highest of our efforts, Chitta Matangajam Jitva. The Chitta, which is expressing as Manabuddhi Ahankara and which is always worldly, whose Hati ko Chitta is like Matangaja, intoxicant elephant, Jitva. You know, you can see that controlling of the elephant or controlling of the lion and tiger. In the beginning, how wild and ferocious they are. And then by giving the food, by giving them punishment, by tying them with the chains, by beating them with the various things and exposing them to the fire, keeping them fasting, everything is done until that elephant doesn't come under control. In the same way, our chitta expressing as Manabuddhi, Ahankara, do that with loving way, with emotional way, with sentimental way, with logical way, with the Shastra authority, by trying to convince it, भैया ऐसे values practice करने से it will be great to us. By using all these required weapons, having controlled the chitta elephant. What is the control here? Not allowing that to do anything other than the practicing and mastering of these four gunas. In this way, chitta matangajam jitva param paurushama shritya yavad eko gunaha na antaha. till at least one of these four gunas are not fully mastered, tavad, till the time nasti uttama gati. The ultimate goal of moksha prapti is never possible. Maybe try by other ways, thousands of lives, but at least one of these four not mastered, moksha will not come. And to achieve them, the biggest obstacle is our own manobuddhi chitta ahankara, like elephant. It has to be tamed, it has to be controlled, it has to be won over. No, these slokas are such one, Mhm. Given a chance and taken a chance, how many ways it can be talked and explained as to how first of all importance of four gunas. Then at present our life of mana buddhi chitta ahankara, how they are extroverted, how they are behaving wrongly, detrimental, destructive to our own selves. वो सब एनालाइज करके बताओ तो सब्जेक्ट बहुत बड़ा होता है. But then we being wise, imaginarily, we should think for ourselves from the hint given by Vaashishthaji that our chitta, which is like intoxicant elephant, is an obstruction in starting to, in even taking initiative to gain any of these qualities. Therefore, that chitta matangaja has to be conquered. तो मेरे मनोबुद्धि चित्त अहंकार का नियंत्रण करते हुए शमो परम सारी शमो विचार संतोष साधु संगम among four, one of the qualities I have to master. This is the project to be kept in heart. Done. Now in the 29th श्लोक भगवान said पौरुषेण प्रयत्नेन दन्तैर्दन्तान् विचूर्णयेत् यावत् न अभिनिविष्टन्ते मनोराम गुणार्जने. This is another very sublime thought. No? यावत् न अभिनिविष्टं ते मनः Rama Guna Arjane. Your mind, till mind is fully focused, fully engaged in the Arjana, the earning of one of these four gunas, what is to be done? Paurushena Paratena Dantair Dantan Vichurnayat. We have to chew our own teeth with our own teeth, and we have to do the terrible, terrific, all the Paurusha Prayatna, which is at our disposal. पुरुष प्रयत्न से स्वयं के दांतों को चबाते हुए मन में ये गुण को अर्जना करने तक का प्रयत्न करना है. मन इज एंगेज्ड इन द अर्निंग ऑफ दीज गुणास. सो राइट नाउ द माइंड इज busy in its sankalpa, its own natural vyapara of obtaining of the artha kama. It is so busy in that he says इससे बढ़िया है सब चल रहा है. What are you talking of? Shama, my own control. Shama, Vichara, who's where is intellect? Whatever I say is final. Santosha, no. As long as I am there, I will not be allowed to be happy, and I will not end. And what is Sadhu Sangama? Whatever I tell, that is what you have to do. In this way, while right now our mind is engaged, such mind has to engage in Guna Archana. In other words, our inner personality consciously, conspicuously should engage in the Adhyatmika sadhanas for the Adhyatmika pragati, for the Adhyatmika laksha prapti. Here, about one of these four gunas spoken, but for every spiritual sadhana, same is applied. Param Paurushamashritya Dantair Dantan Vichurnayat. With that all the way efforts and tying our teeth with our own teeth. So that Dantair Dantan Vichurnayat, as we explained yesterday, we are not spending time for that. In that way हमको अपने आप को आध्यात्मिक साधना में लगने के वास्ते हमारे मन को खींचना है. Now behind that, again our own viveka, again suggestion advice of the gurus, again nirantara shravanadi shastra, they are the ones which take time, but one day convince the mana, oh mana, you should be putting your efforts in the arjana of these samadhi sadgunas, not in the samsara creating outer things and outer situations of the world. In this way, our mind has to be tamed. तो इन्हें बता जाए, इन सद्गुणों के अर्जना के लिए मन को पूरी तरह लगाने तक दांतों को दांतों से चबाते हुए पुरुष प्रयत्न करें. All that means what? It is not easy task. If Vaashishthaji is saying, he is taking every person into account. All the beings in the world, human, सबके लिए जिन्होंने स्टार्ट नहीं किया, it will be very very tough. All in all, Paurusha Prayatna is not there, it won't happen. And in spirituality, only one rule is till it happens, we have to go on doing it. That's it. No other compromise, no other stopping in between, or no other justification. This is a beautiful shloka. Now, in a different mode of total dedication to Vasishthaji and the Shastra and wanting to improve our sadhana or life, when we read these shlokas, see the amount of information come, inspiration come, initiation comes. Then we can call ourselves VIP, very inspired person, very informative person, very initiative taken person, VIP. Right now also we are VIP, very ignorant person, very immature person, very inefficient person. All that VIPs, the other way. Now the next mantra today, 30th one. बहुत बढ़िया है. देवो भवाथ यक्षो वा पुरुषः पादपोऽथवा तावत् तव महाबाहो नोपायोऽस्ति कश्चन. Others. Oh, in this way we have to condition ourselves. The very beautiful thing. It's all the life destructive, the life constructive. Both are done by the conditionings only. The destructive life may condition, I must have my arthakama, I must become bahirmukhi. In that way, we conditionally compel ourselves. That's how no great guru or shastra's words we listen at that time and keep on going into that ocean of samsara destruction. Same way, positively also to grow, we have to apply those strong conditions on ourselves. नहीं तो नहीं होता. Destructive conditions we are following. Now constructive conditions we have to put on ourselves. Here he says the condition is put to yourself that there is no gati other than earning these qualities. इसके अलावा कोई दूसरा चारा नहीं है. To save ourselves from falling down, to ensure that we are rising, to ensure that we are becoming qualified for the ultimate, the moksha. दूसरा कोई चारा तरीका अल्टरनेटिव नहीं है. Like some of you, evening class. I will not go anywhere at the time of this class. In this way, you condition yourself. Those who have done it, then they won't leave the class. Isn't it? The ones who never have this type of conditioning within, one day they come, other day they don't come. Even that day they come, 10 minutes they listen and they go away. Their minds have not even focused on the subject, its sublimity, its beauty, and the text by itself, and the speaker and the listener, the glory of all of them. बिना इन सबका सोचे समझे वो लोग बंद ही कर देते. But the committed people, they understood, wow, none other than Vaashishthaji is teaching. And to Rama, in the presence of the saints like Vyasa, Narada, and thousands of Rishi Muni of Akash and Bhumi, they're all seated. This Moksha Jnana, Vaashishthaji is teaching. Thanks to Valmiki ji, he has noted it and gave it to us in the form of this book. Such a wonderful opportunity it is that being at home, we are given a chance to listen. Let me not leave this even one class. Those who have that type of commitment, all of them are surprised first of all. the Vyasaji, the Valmiki ji, the Vaashishthaji, the Vishwamitra ji, Narad ji, that this fellow has taken our name. Immediately they bless the Dastu. To such person, all strength, stamina, intelligence comes to committedly attend the class, and with their blessings, the subject matter also gets understood. Then slowly in him, I want to do sadhana, I have to become a sadhaka, I have to reach Paramatma. Those convictions by their grace grow. All of that is our own conditioning, means commitment. So here he says wonderfully, ki Devo Bhava, you may go to the Indraloka, become Devata. Atha Yakshova, go to the Kubera Loka. Yakshas are there, Kubera is a Yaksha. Or Purushaha, or you may be a human being. Padapotava, or you may be a plant. You may be a plant, you may be animal, you may be human being, you may be Yaksha, you may be Devata, or Gandharva, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, Siddha, Charana, Naga, in whichever the loka you go, with whatever individuality you have there. The point is what? Tavat tava mahabaho na upayo asti iha kaschana. In all those places, other than one of these four qualities, there is no upaya for you to grow further into the spiritual heights. The other thing we can take up it is what? To forget to protect ourselves from falling down to padapa level, to maintain ourselves to be a human being, to rise ourselves to be the yaksha or deva, and even beyond that, to become spiritually qualified. There's no other way than these four qualities or to begin with one of them. What it means is therefore, all our efforts no more now to become yakshar, devata, etc. Our efforts are only to obtain these qualities. Shama विचार संतोष साधु संगम में 100% बैठना है वो गुण हमारे अंदर हम उन गुणों में एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ देम other three also will follow. So devo bhava yaksho bhava purusho bhava padavo bhava tavattam vaho na upaya asti ha kaschana. There is no upaya for you other than gaining any of these qualities for evolving spiritually. So therefore, by doing all the yajnas, upasanas, we may go to the urdhva loka. But shama vichara santosha sadhu sangam nahi hai. So even in those places, we are dissatisfied, we are incomplete, and the punya done to reach to those words is over. You are again thrown back onto the square one only. कोई दूसरा उपाय नहीं है, इसलिए देव यक्ष ही नहीं बनने को कह रहे हैं. तो फिर इस जगत में कोई पॉलिटिकल लीडर करोड़पति बनने का प्रयत्न, हाउ मच इट इज वेस्ट. There is no other upaya, we have to give it to ourselves, in which the shashvata sukha moksha comes to us. Means condition ourselves, come what may, इन सद्गुणों को मैं कमाऊंगा. Understood? Just like the compulsions in yoga sadhana. यवन यवासन प्राणायाम के बिना बहिरंग साधनाएं अंतरंग will not happen. Without antaranga sadhana, the sayama of the chitta can't happen. Without the sayam in the chitta, viveka kyati we can never do. Without that, the prakriti purusha vibhajana cannot happen. Without that, through paravayaga, vairagya, keeping away the prakriti, we cannot identify with the purusha. So here we should not give any alternatives or choice. Same in the bhakti, other than the Navadha bhakti of Shravanam, Kirtanam, etc. And through that, other than the surrendering of all our faculties and ego, there is no way for the real bhakti, and through the bhakti, Bhagavad Anugraha, and through that, mukti. So in the Vedanta also, without Viveka Vairagya, Samadhi, Shatka Sampada, and Mumukshata, Chaturvidha Sampada, we are not allowed into the Guru's chamber. And without from the Guru listening Shravana, we cannot do Mananam. And without Manana, about what you do Nididhyasana, and without Nididhyasana, how that avidya or adhyarabha goes away and reveals to us the truth. हम क्या करते हैं ना, हमारे मन बुद्धि को लूज लगाते हैं, ढीला छोड़ देते हैं. We look for alternatives, we look for other upayas. No upaya has the question. When it is directly said that these sadgunas give moksha, and when it is said that they can be gained by us as a human being with our efforts, then why the second thought? Why go for anything else? That way, don't give other upaya to you, other alternative to yourself. Don't look here and there. Like in some cases, both parents are doctors. So the children are told to become doctors because already if the parents are in the hospital, if the children study medicine, then they get it. Then उनको already established hospital मिलेगा. Why should they think second thing? So too their father is chartered accountant. The whole CA establishment करके रखा. Why children study that only? It becomes easier. No, why should they think second alternative? Isn't it? The father is वकील और lawyer है. अब बच्चे वो पढ़े हैं तो आसान हो जाएगा ना. क्यों दूसरा सोचना है? Some very exceptional cases are different. बट मैक्सिमम तो पिता अच्छी तरह व्यापार हम कर रहे हैं. बिजनेस वेल एस्टैब्लिश्ड, वंडरफुल शॉप, 7 8 branches. How this fellow quickly should get qualified, the son or children, then he should take up. Why any other thinking? Isn't it? इसी तरह वृत्तियां होते थे कि नहीं पास्ट में. Children used to learn from parents and it was easy for them, skills वगैरह. So here also, why you look for alternative? The upayas, even if you look for alternative, there is no other than these four for your spiritual evolution. Remember, these are all moksha shastras. Therefore, whether it is said or not, all the time, all sadhanas are meant for moksha. Only we have to keep it in mind. It's a thumb rule. It may not be repeated every time. So, Devo Bhava Ata Yakshova Purushaha Padapotava Tavat He Mahabhaho Tava Na Upaya Asti है कश्चन. मतलब ये भी है कि देवलोक जाओ, यक्षलोक जाओ, पशु पक्षी के रूप में जाओ, कहीं भी ढूंढने पे मोक्ष के लिए शमो विचार संतोष साधु संगम के अलावा दूसरा उपाय नहीं होता. Even devatas, yakshas also became so by doing variety of upasanas from the human life. Having gone there, either they have fallen back to human level or even further level, or in that loka, if someone was committed, obtained any of these four gunas, and then they rocketed from there into the spiritual evolution. But जहाँ भी जाओ ये गुण हमको चाहिए. शमो विचार संतोष चतुर्थ साधु संगम. 100 times the meaning of these gunas we have to do mananam to clearly understand what they are and how important they are. That's the idea behind Sri Vaashishthaji guiding us so much. Now comes the 31st श्लोक 31. एकस्मिन्नेव फलदे गुणे बलमुपागते क्षीयन्ते सर्व एवाशु दोषाः विवशचेतसः. Again another guidance. एकस्मिन्नेव फलदे गुणे बलमुपागते क्षीयन्ते सर्व एवाशु दोषा विवशचेतसः. एकस्मिन्नेव गुणे फलदे बलमुपागते. When any one of the gunas balamupagate given lot of strength by us by our belief and practice, therefore that particular guna first started giving the phala. Balamupagate ekasminneva gune phalade. At least one of the guna, then you have given it full strength, because of which that guna is achieved by you. You have mastered it. That is the phala of it. If that happens, उसका result क्या है कि क्षीयन्ते सर्व एव आशु दोषाः विवश चेतसः. Our chittas, all the doshas which we were victimized earlier because of, those doshas of the chitta, sarva, all of them, ashu, quickly, instantaneously, kriyante, get destroyed. The chitta doshas of chanchalata, the rajoguna, the kamana, and prompting us to do via dharma and papa, making us forget the purpose of human life. These are all the chitta chanchalyas, or all the raga dveshadi, kama krodha lobha mohadi. These are the ones which are destroying the human beings. All these doshas ashukshiyante. They just with no time they all get destroyed. Chitta becomes purified. If one of the guna becomes phalavan, bala, what do you call, balamupagate, when with force, when with commitment, with total dedication, we have practiced, thus mastered it. And the Shama is obtained, Mano. Totally mind is controlled. Then why will the Chitta will project the desires and Trishnas and make us extroverted? So too, if you have obtained the Vichara, in that Vichara Samarthya, the Chitta doshas are just uprooted from the root level only. So too, when a Santosha is there, how dare the Chitta can project any of the Bahya Asaktis? So too, when we are always in Sadhu Sangama, Chitta also will get ranged, colored by the Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Jnana. अब उस चित्त को असाधु बनकर असाधु वृत्तियां प्रोजेक्ट करने का वेर इज अ चांस. So the other way around also, if these are the four of them, one of them is not practiced, the chitta doshas of chanchalata, bahirmukata, kamadi, ragadi, durgunas, they will torment us eternally, life after life. Nobody can save us. If we achieve one of the guna, nobody need to help us. We have helped ourselves sufficiently. So, गुणे विवृ सारी एकस्मिन्नेव गुणे फलदे फलमुपागते क्षीयन्ते सर्व एव आशु दोषाः विवशचेतसः. So, विवशचेतसः सर्वे दोषाः आशु क्षीयन्ते एकस्मिन् गुणे बलमुपे बलमुपागते फलदे. To one guna you gave the bala and it has become successful, means we mastered it, then all chitta doshas go away. No, or there is not the great personality training sessions given by Vaashishthaji before entering into the actual Vedantic Vicharana, Tattva Chinta Vicharana, Atma Vicharana, which calls for so regularity, so sincerity, so much of attention. चित्त में दोष भराकर जितने मंदिर जाओ, जितने गुरुओं के पास जाओ, जितने भी शास्त्र पढ़ो, इतना भी अंदर नहीं जाएगा. But when the chitta doshas are eliminated by the mastering of these gunas, we become qualified student to easily receive the jnana, which makes it easy for the guru also to teach that अच्छे disciple मिल गए जो तुरंत समझ रहे हैं, the guru also will be very elated. ऐसे एक दो शिष्य भी मिल जाए, the guru's life is fulfilled rather than hundreds of them who are nikamma, who are good for nothing. So balamupagate ekasminneva phalete gune क्षीयन्ते सर्व एवाशु दोषाः विवशचेतसः. Vivashacheta means the chitta which is under the influence of vasanas, therefore restlessly, uncontrollably, having, let us say, the durgunas of rajas and tamas, all of that are eliminated if they are practiced. So it's very highly subjective, very sublime thoughts they are. अब जो बंदा कुछ सालों के लिए इसका अभ्यास करता है, he only understands the power of what he is teaching. Like those who are coming to the classes regularly from years, they only know what is the meaning of tapasya, what is the meaning of sadhana, what is the meaning of study of shastra, how much of attention is required, how much of regularity is required, how much of the application is required. जो आ रहे रेगुलर उन्हीं को इस ज्ञान का वैल्यू भी उसको पाने के लिए जो डिसिप्लिन भी पता होते हैं. नॉट द वन हु इज जस्ट नॉट सो केयरफुल, उनको नहीं पता होता. इसी तरह व्हाट वशिष्ठ जी इज टीचिंग अस द वैल्यू इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ दिस फोर गुणास. ओनली व्हेन वी आर engrossed in them then we know the value of them. प्रभु कृपा से, राम जी का और वशिष्ठ जी कृपा may we become so committed and subtle enough To understand the meaning and value of these four moksha dwaras, maybe really get committed to practice at least one of them. Now, 31 we have seen. 32nd mantra. Gune vivruddhe vardhante gunaha dosha jaya pradaha doshe vivruddhe vardhante doshaha guna vinashanaha. और ओ बाप रे, इतना इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट ऐसे मुंह तोड़ के रूप में, मतलब रुथलेसली श्री वशिष्ठ जी से these four are the gunas. These four are the sadgunas, the positive gunas, the valuable gunas, the worthy gunas. Anything other than these four, opposite to these are not gunas, they are all dosha. So in of shama, the vishama. In the vichara, the avichara. In the santosha, the lobhadi, kama krodha. In the sadhu sangama, asadhu sangama. They are all dosha. These four are guna. Now the point is what? Ki gune vivruddhe gunaha vardhanti. When you put effort to develop the gunas, these four, they develop. And when they develop, what they do? Dosha jaya pradaha. They will help us in defeating all the doshas. Gune vivruddhe gunaha vardhante, and they help in dosha jaya. No, opposite of it, dosha vivruddhe. If you are not minding at all these gunas, giving value only to the doshas, so dosha vivruddhe vardhante dosha. The doshas only grow in us, leading for what? Guna vinashana. Whatever little bit sadgunas here and there, good habits, वो सारे भी इन दोषों के डेवलपमेंट के कारण सत्यानाश हो जाते. Something like what we studied in Yoga Darshanam. What is that? If we develop the aklishta vrittis in us, then the klishta vrittis get sublimated. If the klishta vrittis are valued, then the aklishta vrittis are sublimated. And the klishta vrittis create samsara. The aklishta vrittis help us in the vritti nirodha, further followed by samadhi, followed by the atma pratishta, sarupa pratishta. We have seen it now. Klesha yukta vrittis are avidya, asmita, raga, desha, abhinesha yukta vrittis. Vrittis are there in the chitta, but they are five types. Pramana, vipare, vikalpa, nidra, smriti. But are they klesha yukta or aklesha yukta? That we have to see. Klishta hai, so they destroy us. How? By not allowing the aklishta vrittis to come. If we allow the aklishta vrittis to grow, they will destroy the klishta vrittis. सिंपल शब्द में अच्छे सद्गुण डेवलप करो और दुर्गुणों को नाश करें. दुर्गुणों को डेवलप करो तो सद्गुणों को नाश. Like on any front in any nation, the bad elements, the gundas, the underworlds or terrorists, if they are promoted, that country goes to dogs. War, 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 killing, killing. कितना भयंकर है. But in that country, if the jnanam, if sadgunas, patriotism, service, if these gunas are promoted, by all means, the negative gunas will have no place to stay. अब इतना कॉमन सेंस तो बनता है मनुष्य को. वशिष्ठ जी से योर फ्रीडम बाबा, मेरे को मत पूछना. अगले श्लोक में वो आएगा, 2 श्लोकों के बाद. गुणे विवृद्धे वर्धन्ते गुणाः. So it is in our hands, but putting our efforts, the positive values and gunas, we have to develop them. Left to ourselves, they won't come by themselves. But when you put effort and gain them, the opposite negative gunas go away. Gunas are values. Here these four: Shama, Vichara, Santosha, Sadhu, Sangama. Then doshe vivruddhe. But if you are in the practice of the doshas, the negative gunas or negative values, vardhante, they only become stronger in us. And they enslave us, and they see to it that guna vinashana, they destroy the gunas. है कि नहीं? आप देखो the other earlier governments and before that for the 1,000 years, all the dosha yukta dushtas were given value. Such a sadguna yukta Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma was so much tortured. Last 10, 11 years, little bit value is given to this Guna Yukta Sanatan Dharma. So it is sustaining, isn't it? पूरा और भी करना चाहिए, दोष कुछ बचना ही नहीं चाहिए कहीं भी. Anything destructive to the peace of the world, spiritual evolution, that should not be tolerated. What we promote, guna और दोष, याद रख लेना इन बातों को. So all this is how our thinking on the basis of Shastras, coming to the positive conclusive understandings, then work upon them to develop the gunas. Right? Now the 33rd mantra, just 3 more are there. We'll be finishing this sarga today. In the 33, Bhagavan says, Mano mohavane hi asmin vegini vasana sarito shubha shubha bruhat kula नित्यम वहति जंतुषु. एक्चुअली ये श्लोक ऊपर के श्लोक के ऊपर होना चाहिए. और दैट इज सेड, नो यू मे आस्क ए क्वेश्चन, व्हाई इज इट सो? बिकॉज मनो मोह वने ही अस्मिन, in the forest of Mana, in which the trees are delusions. Manaha moh ka van hai. Because in the Mana all the vrittis come. Mano moha vane asmin, in the mind of delusory forest. Okay. Vegini, with a uncontrollable speed. Vasana sarit. The river of the Vasanas go on flowing. Okay. That Vasana Sarit, like any Sarita river, has got two Kulaha, two banks. And both banks are very, very powerful and strong. What are they? Shubha, Ashubha, Bruhat Kulaha. Very powerful of them. Each one pulling us towards them. Shubha, Ashubha, Bruhat Kulaha, Nityam Vahati. They continuously flow, Jantushu, mainly in the human beings. सो मनुष्य नामक जंतु के मन नामक वन में वासना नामक सरिता, जिनके दो किनारे हैं, शुभ और अशुभ, भयंकर वेग से निरंतर बहता रहता है. Isn't it? What is wrong? What is difficult in it to understand? Ki in a day's time, in our mind, how many times Shubha Vachanas, Shubha Vrittis have come? Definitely they are coming. And also the Ashubha also coming. निरंतर ये बहते ही रहते हैं. व्हाट ए गुड वे ऑफ मनो मोह महावने, मनो मोहवने अस्मिन वासना सरित वेगिनी, वेरी वेग, वेग इज नॉट इंग्लिश वेग, वेग मतलब संस्कृत में बहुत स्पीड वाला, वासना सरित जंतुषु वहति नित्यम वहति शुभ शुभ बृहत कूला. है कि नहीं? Just we get up from sleep till we sleep at night. Throughout the day, every moment is not the vasanas pushing the shubha and ashubha vrittis in, isn't it? Shubha or ashubha done. We love also, we hate also. We become kind, compassionate also, again we become cruel also. We cheat others also, we ourselves again help others. We scold others, again we lovingly talk to them. अब दोनों निरंतर हमारे मन में आ ही जा रहे. बाप रे, what a good picture here he gave of the Mana named Vana, Mohavana. Mana itself is Mohavana. When we reach the reality, there the reality alone is experienced. Whenever Vyavaharika transactions are required, for the time being, the instrument called Antakarana is brought out. Whatever work is to be done, again the mind is dissolved, one is leveling in the self. For a Jivan Mukta, Mana is not there to bind at all. जरूरत नहीं है उसका, मैं आत्मा में हूँ बस. But for us, it is a Vana and it is a Mohavana. It has got terrible Vegini Vasana Sarit. It has got Bruhat Kulaha, Shubha Shubha, and Nityam Vahati in all beings. Then now it is our choice always. Ki which Kula the banks support we have to take. Shubha or Ashubha. This is what is the whole thing. These four values when we practice, we are taking ourselves into the positive Shubha Kula of our Mano Sarit. So mind will be there, the thoughts will be there, but always Shubha Vrittis only will be there, Shubha Karma only will be there, Shubha Phala only will be there. That is telling in the next sloka, and what is said by Krishna in Gita to Arjuna, Yathechasi Tatha Kuru. जो कहना था मैंने कह दिया. The best of the knowledge, with the best of the wordings, with the best of the intentions, with best of the wishes and blessings and prayers for you. Now 100% the ball is in your court. As you want, you do it. After all, first of all, overall, it is your life. Primarily, you are responsible. Even the God, others, all, the Guru, they don't do gustaki. So that's what he's going to say in the last but one shloka. He says, Sahisvena prayatnena yasminne nipatyade kuretena iva vahati yathechasi tatha kuru. Sahisvena prayatnena यस्मिन्नेव निपात्यते कूले तेनैव वहति यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु. So, sahi, that alone, svena prayatnena, with your effort, yasminneva nipatyate, kule. In whichever the Shubha Kula or Ashubha Kula, you fall by your choice. Tena eva vahati. By that flow only you are taken towards. You are flown towards, isn't it? Shubha Vasana Sarit, Ashubha Vasana Sarit. Shubha Kula, Kula means banks. Ashubha Kula. To where you put yourself, that flow takes you. Now, the example as well as the thought itself. How sublime, how gambhira dekho. There is a nadi which has got two banks flowing. One is Shubha Sarita, other Ashubha Sarit. Ashubha, Shubha Ashubha, Kula, and Nityamvad. अब आपको किस में डालना है, आपको वो जहाँ डालो वो आपको वहाँ ले जाएगा. In the Ashubha Pravaha Marga, if you put yourself, that will take you there only. Shubha Pravaha Marga, you will be taken. So, with Purushartha, if you are doing Shama, Vichara, Santosha, Sadhu, Sangama, you will be flowing towards the Moksha Marga. Flown in that world, in the waters of the mind. But if you in the mind, Shama, Vichara, Santosha, Sadhu, के अलावा, opposite of that if you practice, then that flow of the thoughts of the sarit of your own mohamaya mana, you are bringing your own destruction, your own downfall. ये तो मेरे को बताना था, बता दिया. Now यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु. यथा इच्छसि तथा कुरु. That's the glory of Hinduism. The best of the Guru gives the best of the knowledge and yet doesn't feel he has got any right on the disciple or the devotee or anyone. They give full freedom to them. भारत सनातन धर्म का एक महिमा है. यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु. We don't compel others. तलवार पकड़ के, nor we convert others in a cunning way. We only tell convincingly the truth. If you are convinced, welcome. If not, yatechasi tatha kuru. Your life it is. We cannot bind you emotionally, sentimentally for a long time because ultimately for human being, the intellect prevails. That is why Hinduism being intellectual path, everybody who is converted here and there because of fanaticism or any emotionalism, finally they have to come to Hinduism. Of course, they have to die for that. In this life, they have lost the chance. To be born as a Hindu, you have to do lot of punyam, die and then be born. ऐसा हरे गरे नत्थु बहरे नहीं आते हिंदुइज्म में. सनातन धर्म में जन्म लेना is not an ordinary punyam. We give this freedom. यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु. No, this is not the end of it. The glory of the Sanatana Dharmi. Sanatana Dharma का glory बता दिया. Sanatana Dharmi also is, he just with the intellect thinks, has such a subtlety. With Shraddha in the Guru, understands for its certainty that the Guru shown marga is always for my good. Out of conviction he follows. and with full gratitude to the Guru, he just remembers him and surrenders to him. See that Bhagavad Gita में ये बढ़िया आता है. अर्जुन को भगवान ने कहा यथेच्छसितथा कुरु. That is freedom given. And with the maturity of full understanding, the Arjuna's decision is what? Karishe vachanantava. Vimurushe etat yaseshena yateshastata kuru. अर्जुन ने नष्टमो स्मृति लब्धा तत्प्रसादान मया च्युता स्थितो अस्मि कथसंध्या करिष्ये वचनम तव तव वचनम करिष्ये. I will do what you said, not because you said it, but because what you said is perfect, correct, perfect. You will say correct only, but it took time for me to understand. Got convinced? I got convinced. Now you are right, oh Lord, I'll do what you say. No, here it is, I'll do what you say, or not out of talwar pakad ke, or sentimentally Krishna ne Arjun ko convert nahi kiya. That third class thing is not required for Krishna, never wanted by Arjuna. वो तो कमजोर बुजदिल जो विचार नहीं कर सकते उन नालायकों के लिए हो. For Arjuna, the intellection is required. Our Lord gave all knowledge. Arjuna thought over, he understood it. This yuddha is not a yuddha, nor it is for gaining the kingdom. It is an occasion occurred in the world. It is a dharma yuddha. The outside the yuddha is done, whoever they may be there, and fighting is done, whoever is killed or killer, don't know. But the inner outcome of it is antakarana shuddhi. Then I have to pursue the ultimate dharman parityaja mamekam sharanam. ये पूरा पक्का हो गया अर्जुन को. So what you said, all that is understood. Therefore, I will only follow what you said because it is correct. In this way, Bhagavan says, in whichever the flow, Shubha or Ashubha, we put ourselves, that flow will make us flow in that direction. Now, Shubha, you want to go in, Ashubha, you have to go in. Shubha is Shama, Vichara, Santosha, SANGAMA, and through that, the Atma Marga, Tattva Marga, Moksha. The Ashubha is the opposite of this and running towards the Artha and Kama, by which Aneka Adharma Papa, by which so many Narakadi Durgati. अब दोनों तुम्हारे सामने यते इच्छसी तथा वशिष्ठ जी. This is third time in Yoga Ramayana. वशिष्ठ जी said this one. Earlier शुरू में भी आया था, बीच में भी आया था, अब भी शायद बाद में भी 4-5 बार होगा, है ना. Gurus would that way take responsibility of the disciples because it is not correct. Disciples have to feel there. That's a respect given by the Guru to disciple. I gave you knowledge, now I respect your maturity. The expression of the respect given is by giving freedom. Like I respect you. Therefore, I give you freedom to your discretion whether to attend the classes or not. When you have not understood by yourself the importance of these classes and don't come, do you think you will understand when I tell? इतना कॉमन सेंस तो मुझे होगा. Therefore, I respect your wisdom, your priorities, your decisions. Therefore, I give you freedom. The respect and freedom goes together. We have to respect all. We have to give freedom to all. We will give the advice, suggestion depending on the requirement, the need, the asking, etc. And doesn't know his Vasishtha doesn't know all these things right from beginning. He knew it, but Rama never respected him in this way to seek this knowledge. But when Vishwamitra became mediator and he told Rama's good quality to Vaashishtha, Vaashishta's glory to Rama, and they brought them together afresh as the Guru and Shishya, then Rama respected and asked for the knowledge. Reciprocating it respectfully, the respectful knowledge Sri Vaashishtaji gave, and out of his respect for the disciple, he says, I am giving you freedom. Yate icchasi tatha kuru. Isn't it? In life, freedom is the most worst thing which destroys us. Freedom is the most beautiful thing which helps us in evolving. We should know, have the maturity to make the use of that freedom given. Wonderful, you know. So, sahi svena prayatnena yasminneva nipatyate kule tena eva vahati. है ना. Sahi tena eva vahati. With your own prayatna, Yasmin eva nipatyate. Svena prayat. With your own effort, in whichever the Shubha or Ashubha Kula, you jump yourself. That thing takes you in that direction. Therefore, yatechase tatha kuru. Okay. Now, this is as a guru gave the advice. Now, generally, as a loving senior or elder, Sri Vaashishthaji concludes this sarga and this topic of Shamo Vichara Santosha Sangama with this shloka where he says, Purushayatna Javena Manovane Shubhatata Anugatam Kramashak Kuru Varamate Nija Bhava Mahanadi Nadim Ahahatena Managavina Uhyasem. So, Purusha Prayatna Javena, with the swiftness, speed of your own self effort, Manovane, in your own mind's forest, Shubhatata Anugatam, Kramashaha Kuru, slowly, steadily take the side of Shubhatata, the positive Kinara or the banks. Then Varamate, hey Rama, whose Mati is Shrestha, Nijabhava Mahanadi. है ना अहह तेन मना गविना उह्यसे. If this way you take your side of the positive shubha, then into the ashubha pravaha of the chintana and karma, you will never fall. अपने स्व प्रयत्न से अपने मन रूपी नदी में शुभ प्रवाह को हम तुम सहारा लोगे शुभ प्रवाह का, then the अशुभ में तुम जाओगे नहीं, गिरोगे नहीं. That is the meaning of, okay. So here the most important is Purusha Prayatna Javena Manovane, in the forest of your mind which has thoughts coming from the Vasanas. Both of them are there, no? Vasana सरित कहा, उससे शुभाशुभ दोनों वृत्तियां निकल रहे कहा, तो उसमें शुभ वासनाओं को स्वप्रयत्न से तुम सपोर्ट दोगे. दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ टेकिंग द शेल्टर ऑफ द शुभ किनारा. When you do so, slowly, you become so strong in that, then the Ashubha Vasanas will not pull you or drown you. तो मैंने आंख बंद कर ली, मन में वृत्तियां आ रहे, they are coming from the Vasana Sarit. So Vasana Sarit is it's descending the trees of the thoughts in the vana of my mana. In that there is a river. In that two banks, the Shubha and Ashubha वृत्तियां. अब किसको आप सपोर्ट करोगे, है ना? Like no, at this time do the meditation, that thought is coming. नहीं सो जाओ, that thought is coming. Both are coming from vasana. अब उनमें से अब शुभ वासना सरित को, if you value them with your purusha prayatna, continuously in course of time, you will be able to always support or give value to the Shubha Vasana and Shubha Karma. Slowly, the Ashubha अपने आप ही चला जाता है. This is how we have to master our own life and its achievements. Positive. Iti, in this way, Sri Vaashishtha Maharamayane Valmiki. In this Vaashishtha Maharamayana written by Valmiki ji, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, in the second Prakarana named Mumukshu Vyavahara, SADHACHARA NIRUPANAM Nama, SANGAMA, and all four put together is called SADHACHARA. Nirupana means the importance of that is being spoken. The named this Shodasha Sarga. The 16th Sarga concludes. Beautiful it is. Thank you. We'll take up tomorrow the 17th Sarga, which has got about 50 mantras. Uska naam hai Grantha Sankhya Varnanam. So it's more academic than the knowledge. So let us do it quickly by God's grace. Thank you, friends. Rama Rama. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnas Purnameva. Om Shanti. Sri GURUBHYO Namaha. Om Burus. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो तमेव भान्ति तस्य भासा नारायण दासरथ नमो ब्रह्म ओम नमो वशिष्ठाय. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. योगवासुमा रामायण शास्त्र की जय। वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर महादेव हर। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद। जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम। अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदिपराशक्ति माता की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक से उपासक ज्ञान धर्म संस्था मुमुक्षु मुक्तगण की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय। अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय। समस्त श्रोता मंडल की जय। ज्वाइन इन 5 minutes for studying Adi Shankara's Tattvopadesha.